Hey guys, today we are flying on Helvetic Airways from Zurich to Frankfurt. This is part of a longer journey to Japan, but this is my feeder flight to Frankfurt and we are going to check it out. I've never flown business class on Helvetic Airways before, but I have on Swiss of course and Lufthansa, so let's see how this matches up. Just like last time when I flew to Frankfurt, the departure gate was the A50 to A59 gates, which means only one thing: no jet bridges, only buses. There isn't even enough space down here for everyone to sit, so this is one of the more depressing places to fly from. And as it's a bus service, of course, there's no kind of pre-boarding or any priority boarding of any sort. Even worse, right at the gate, I was told that I was going to have a new seat, which means no more extra legroom, which was a bit of a bummer, but hey, there's nothing you can do about it, and they didn't know why this happened. But I found out pretty soon, it's because they basically did not sell enough business class flights, and so they moved the economy further forward to the point that my seat, which was actually the extra legroom seat, was no longer in business class. Now when I got in, I did get a chance to sit down in the seat that I had actually originally booked, and as you can see, it's an emergency exit, which means that you have a lot more legroom, and this is what it looks like. Probably about triple the amount of legroom, maybe even more, that you would have on any other seat, and this was in business class before, but they decided to reduce the size of the business class, and of course this is such a small plane, there's no even divider between economy and business, so apart from the extra legroom seat, you basically get the seats next to you free, which does make quite a bit of difference, to be honest, for comfort, and if you need to carry 2 bags, then this also makes sense. Now here you can see me in my new seat, which is considerably closer to the seat in front of me. You do get a bottle of water and a wet wipe. That is the difference from business to economy so far. Here you can have a closer look at how close the seats in front of you are in these non-exit row seats. Definitely a huge difference to the earlier one, but hey, I was going to make it to my next destination, and that was the most important thing. Unlike somebody's suitcase that seems to be just falling off the trolley here. Now I suppose something that is unique is the plane type, an Embraer 190-E2. Definitely not your usual Boeings or Airbuses, so I guess that's cool. Considering this was one of the earliest flights of the day, I was quite surprised to find bits of wrapper and paper in the seat pocket, but I guess in general the cleanliness was okay. Now I was actually a bit confused at this point because I was like, is this better or is this worse than a 3x3 configuration? I mean, at least you don't have to sit next to anybody you don't know, but at the same time it does feel still quite small and cramped. I guess I shouldn't care too much, seeing as I have a business class long haul flight to Tokyo from Frankfurt coming up, so if you want to see that, please subscribe, and pretty soon we were up in the air. Then it was time to have a look at the Swiss serveurs menu. This is their new in-flight dining concept, and the contents of this menu are, as expected, very expensive. But the food is made by Sprüngli, who are one of Switzerland's most beloved chocolate makers, and they also have a line of cafes. But I was suddenly taken aback by the beautiful sunrise finally coming over the horizon. And indeed, I was looking at this sunrise thanks to Miles & More. I redeemed 70,000 Miles & More points to fly from Zurich to Frankfurt, and then Frankfurt to Haneda with ANA, and back from Haneda to Vienna, and then from Vienna to Zurich using Virgin Atlantic points. Now, as you can see, for some reason every time I go to Japan I always have to have some extreme turbulence. But as the sun came up over the horizon, it reminded me of my destination, the land of the rising sun. Now, before getting to our first stop in Frankfurt, we were served some breakfast. Quite a small breakfast, as you can see. Just a croissant and butter and jam, and a little bit of bircher muesli and a bit of apple juice. Nothing crazy. And pretty soon we were arriving in Frankfurt. Now, food-wise, I would definitely give this a bit of a lower rating. But apart from that, it was a really nice flight. It was quick, it was efficient, and it was quite comfortable, actually. Sure, I didn't get my extra legroom seat, but I was rewarded with an amazing view of the Queen of the Skies as soon as we arrived. If you want to compare what the Japanese long-haul business class looks like on ANA compared to what you just saw now, then please drop me a follow, because I'll be uploading that very soon. And if you want to know what it's like to almost die in Japan and spend some days in hospital, then that's a story for another day. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. See you there.